A glazed look in the eyes. Look carefully at the "I really wish I weren't here right now" button.
Hello and welcome back to the Spartan channel. I do have to whisper right now because it's like midnight and I'm out in my backyard. But I just wanted to update the channel on my next big project, and these figures, most of them, not all of them, are going to be a part of it. Me and one of my friends, we're going to be building a scarif mock. We've decided that we want to build a mock, and that's the one that we chose, and just started raining. That's wonderful. I'm going to have to run through the wet backyard to get back inside, but this is about the area that we're going to be working with. And so this first episode, I'm going to be trying to design my own custom TIE fighter, because besides the Inquisitor's TIE fighter, I do not personally own any other TIE fighters. However, for the mock, we do have Krennic's shuttle and of course Krennic, so we will be using those in the mock. And I just shot one of the spring-loaded missiles by accident. But that is going to be our next big project. But this shack, I'm just going to give you a quick little tour, is literally just in my backyard. And so there's a lot of bugs and stuff out here. It's raining right now. But up there we do have some Lego sets on display. Not Lego, but we have a Abrams tank, artillery gun, and the Halo, a piece of the Halo from Mega Constructs. And then on this side, where there's no light, I guess I'll just grab this one, maybe. This is literally just a Lego light, but okay, got it. Up here we have, it's green light, that's not going to be helpful. Maybe I should be doing this in the day, but we have a couple other Lego sets up there. I'm also going to be trying to rebuild my Lego Sentinel class shuttle, which I do have a lot of the pieces for already. In fact, I have this bucket here, almost about halfway full of pieces, and sadly that's only about half of the pieces that I need, and I have a lot of Lego buckets to go through to find the rest. I have 3 totes that are about this size, about full. I don't know what the size of this is, but it's pretty heavy. I guess I'll set it up here so you can see better. Here's my hand for comparison, and I also have some pieces set aside for builds that I'm also working on. Also, the floor is just plywood, so it's a bit unstable, so it shakes the camera a lot. And I also have a giant bucket and another smaller but also large bucket. Alright, so let's get into the video of me designing this. I guess we'll just cut to when I have some progress done. So after careful consideration, I have decided to do a TIE interceptor because I have a lot of pieces that would work quite well for something like that. And I thought it might be an interesting and maybe challenging build. Although being able to make wings like this, I feel like would be a little bit easier than the normal, I guess, hexagonal wings of a normal TIE fighter. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up the structure and how I would connect it to the build from here. I'm hoping to use the, not the bar connector pieces, but the ones like in the Anakin interceptor where it holds it at an angle but it can move, but it locks in place. I want to use something like that so it's easier to make sure they're all at the right angle. Wow. Unlike that on the Inquisitors and TIE Fighter, it's just on like a, I have no idea what to call that right now. It's like 12 a.m. So don't judge. Just bends without locking in place, which is not what I want. So I guess I'll have to find a lot of pieces like that. Maybe just like 2 of each for connecting it though. But I think I'm gonna work on that and the cockpit right now, and then we'll get back to that. I am sifting through Lego, trying to be as quiet as possible, but it's Lego, so that's the quietest I can be. I've been looking for pieces for at least 20-30 minutes, and I've had a lot of time to think. Thought of many things, including the fact that many of the pieces that I'm looking for are probably still in my room, because I haven't moved everything out yet. So I might be looking for pieces that aren't even here. You may be wondering by now, why am I in a shed? Well, you see, I'm going to tell you a sad tale that you're probably not going to care about. But I'm going to keep it entertaining by also explaining what I found. Pieces. I share a room with my brother, a very small room. And as both of us are teenagers, there's not a lot of room in the room. Especially since I have a lot of stuff. A lot of Legos. And because of that, it is quite inconvenient for him, not for me, I'm perfectly fine, to exist around so many Legos. And so, I was forced to move out to the shed. Thank you for listening to my sad tale. Also, it's been long enough that it stopped raining. Also, I know the lighting's bad. I literally have a single solar-powered light in here. I'm hoping to get it bumped up to 2 sometime this week, but it's not looking too hopeful. But yeah, I want to use the older style TIE Fighter glass piece. You know, like the really old one that had like the shooters attached to the singular piece. I want to use that, and I think it might be out in my room and not here, and I'm looking for it here. So I guess I might as well make this part of the video not for nothing and show you the Imperial Army that I've collected. Need to lower the camera. I need a better camera probably. I'm just using my phone right now. But I have the Christmas Darth Vader and normal Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. I have General Hux over here because I also put in some First Order troops. And why can't I think of his name? He's literally one of my favorite Star Wars characters and I can't think of his name. Grand Moff Tarkin. Grand Moff Tarkin right over there. Just a generic officer. And then we have officers all right here. Then over here we have TIE Fighter pilots, 2 of which are the older style ones. It'll focus on there. Come on, focus. There we go. With the Stormtrooper helmet still. One of the newer ones. I had 7 of the newer ones. I have no idea where they went. I got them in the microfighters. I have right now 3. Oh, focus, come on. Focus. I have, oh my gosh. Probably just going to slap a technical difficulty screen on this right here. I have 3 Death Star gunners, and then 3 more of the other style with the open helmet. I have 2 First Order gunners. I have 2, whatever the heck these things are called, Royal Guards, and 1 Sith Trooper I just put in between because I didn't have another red guy to put there. I have 15 Stormtroopers. This includes some of the older ones. I think 3 of the older ones. And a Shock Trooper. And, inevitably, some Rebels Troopers. And 2 Sand Troopers, but they're all just kind of thrown in there together. And I do also have 2 Scout Troopers, including one of the newer helmet molds, which is honestly way better than the new Stormtrooper mold. The lighting is going crazy right now. I have 2, I think these are First Order Executors. And then I have a Flame Trooper in the back. It's not focusing. Focus. Concentrate. Isn't that like what the Bop It guy says or whatever? I have 2 normal First Order Troopers, but one of them is customized with the bloody handprint, as we see in the first of the new trilogy that is halfway decent at best. We have the limited edition, this guy. You're going to hear me saying that a lot because I am very delusional right now. That came with the Lego Star Wars, I don't even remember what it's called, the Lego Star Wars game that was all about the new trilogy with like Rey and whatever. And then I also have Bosk over here and Asajj Ventress because I just threw them in there because they're bad guys. I do have a lot more bounty hunters. They're just not completely put together right now. And at this point, that's sadly it. But I have big plans planned, if that makes any sense. This whole giant table here is going to be scarif. This table, I think, is about 32 inches wide from here to here-ish. And then I have no idea how many feet that is. I think it's 8 feet, about 8 feet. So it's going to be about 8 feet long from there over to there. And it is going to be all scarif. It's not going to look exactly like in the movie. It's going to be me and my friend's own adaptation of it. And he has some scarif troopers too and like some scarif stuff. I sadly don't because I missed that line because I was too obsessed with Halo. But that's what we have planned. Now, back to the TIE Interceptor. I'm going to have it cut to when it's day and I found the glass piece because I know it's going to take all night. It's the next day and I've been doing a little bit of working on this. I'm going to do a quick little update. I finished the cockpit. I think I might put a 2x2 circle, maybe similar to this on top. Actually, yeah, that works perfectly. This is an opening hatch. I was going to use this piece for the top, but it just didn't fit right. So I made this. It opens. We have a TIE fighter pilot inside. I found the glass piece. I made the areas on the side, sort of based off of the Inquisitor's TIE fighter, how it's kind of sloped like that. You can kind of see the resemblance a little bit. And I put together all 4 wings besides adding guns to them. And I'm right now working on this right here, and it will attach similarly to how the wings attach on the Inquisitor's TIE fighter, but a little bit different. It will be connecting about right here, like that. Maybe. Like that. And then I will attach the panels like this on the side. I'm adding some detail there. But my problem is I cannot find any more of these, and I need a total of 8, and I have 2. So I guess we'll just cut to like, I don't know, an hour when I finally have all the pieces. Alright, so the TIE Interceptor is pretty much finished, except I'm missing a piece there. And I didn't realize that till about 3 seconds ago. I need to lower this a little bit too. But I have finished all the wings, all 4 of the wings, and then the connecting section. I added some details here so it wouldn't be bland, added that. And then for the blasters, I guess, on the end, I just use these, I guess, 1x1 studs with a bar. And so those will be the blaster pieces. And the inside is also partially detailed. So I guess now we're just going to connect them and see how it looks. Maybe. And here's the TIE Interceptor. This is just try to figure out a way to make a TIE Interceptor with the least amount of pieces possible and make it as simple as possible to be used in the Scarif mock. Thank you for watching episode 1, and don't forget to like and subscribe.